Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. It's part 2 of our Canadian adventure. Today we're going for big old crappies.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, part 2 of our Canadian adventure up in Vermilion Bay, Ontario. And Pete, one thing I want to talk about is Dany Herbeck's ability to fish multi-species. You can come up here and do northern pike, come up here and do walleye, come up here and do lake trout. And what Dany has pioneered is a crappie bite up here. And the crappie bite can be pretty cool, can it?
Oh, it really can, and the average size is tremendous as well. But yeah, he's basically out here finding these suspended fish in the holes. And that's generally where they're going to be, depending on the fishery this time of the year. Once in a while you'll have a weed bite, but usually you're looking for a basin bite.
And I want to give him a lot of credit because these guys work hard up here finding spots. There's so much water to explore.
Oh, there is tons. I mean, that's one thing about it. It's absolutely daunting. But the good part about it is, too, it's endless.
Well, the musky guy's crappie fishing today, folks. Hey, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
Meet Chris McGillis of McGillis Weimer, experienced personal injury lawyers.
A lot of the people that watch your show, those are the type of customers and clients that we have, right? Good people, care about their community, they're passionate about the outdoors. That's just been a way to have a bond with somebody in a relationship. To truly tell a client's story to a jury or a judge and be persuasive, I really think you got to be able to walk in their shoes and be able to explain why what happened to them matters.
Hey, look at that. Wes has got one on here. The first of the day, I hope. Wes, you kind of got a wounded hand there, huh?
Oh, a little bit.
Okay. Can you get him, Wes? Look at that. Look at that crappie, Wes. That's a 13-inch fish, buddy.
That's nice.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Fish.
No, yesterday, yeah.
Look what I just got,
Oh,
Johnny.
my gosh. There's another one, right? Hold those together, you guys. And Dany, is this way above average?
No, we get a lot of fish that size.
Do
This
you
is
really?
actually, this one here is a little bit below average, this guy here.
And we're not keeping any fish today, but if folks did want to keep a few crappies, what's your deal here?
Your limit's 10.
10 a day.
Yep.
And Wes, you can explain to the folks you've got a really bad wrist. What happened?
I lost a hold on the hole and went for it and jammed my hand on the ice.
Oh, wow. Then, yeah, we're taking a look at that wrist right now. It's pretty swollen.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow. I don't know how you're going to sell those Johnson pumps. Oh, look at that, folks. Wes has got another one on here. Wes has got the hot hole. That last one was 13 inches. Now, that one, what do you think, Wes? Ooh, that's a pretty fish.
10?
Dany, look at that, buddy.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Now, Dany, when you're doing this type of jigging, Dany, if you can come over for a second, are these fish mainly coming off the bottom?
Most of them are coming through. He's got another couple down there actually. They're about 1.5 feet up.
1.5 feet up. And do you want to try to get them to come up in the water column?
Yeah, as soon as you see them, start raising.
Dany, you and I haven't had much of a chance to fish yet. There's old Wes Paul again. Oh, Dany, come here quick. Dany, come here quick. That is a giant. That is an absolute, is that your biggest crappie of your life?
Yes.
I mean, seriously.
That's a magnum.
Dany, that is gigantic.
Yeah.
What, is that pushing 15?
It's over 15.
Holy cow, Wes. That is a magnificent fish, Dany Herbeck.
That is a big one.
I mean, seriously, dude.
That is a really big one.
You know, we've caught a few bigger than that in the 30 years of doing the show, but not many, Wes. You see, oh, Oh, did you see that hit?
Yeah.
Did you see him come up
Yeah,
on
he
the
shot
locator?
straight up and grabbed it.
I love these little light clam rods, these combos, man.
Yeah.
They just fight them good. Here he comes, and we got, ooh, there
not
we
a bad
go.
one.
No, that now
That's a good eating size right there.
and just to compare, the one that Wes caught a few minutes ago was about 15,
Yep.
over 15
Yep.
inches, and that's a solid 11, right?
Yep, that's a good eating size there. And the nice thing, like a lot of these basins up here where we're fishing them, they're shallow enough that if you take your time with the fish, you can release them.
There, finally got one to hit the spoon.
Oh, you got a spoon on there, huh?
Well,
Castmaster?
yeah, I had to switch. I got it tipped with the Mackie plastic. And
Okay.
it was slow, but I actually got...
Whoa, look at that, Pete. Oh, now that's a solid 14-inch crappie, right?
Yeah, that is a beauty right there.
And was he aggressive? Because I'm getting fish to come up and they're just not taking it.
More aggressive than the tungsten. I had two in this hole, John, that I just couldn't get to move. And then I put this down, and he seemed like he was going to do the same thing, but then I jumped way up,
Yeah.
and he really started
nice.
coming. So.
Danny, I got another one on here, buddy. This is fast fishing, folks. Look at the battle, too. They fight good, don't they? Here he
Bigger
is.
crappies do, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Look at that guy, you guys.
That's a nice one.
Now, that one is, give me a guess on that size on that one.
It's probably 12 and a half.
Beautiful, thick fish. And now, do you have to move around to stand? I know one thing, let's tell the folks. You get out here, first thing you do is drill a bunch of holes, right?
Yeah, drill a bunch of holes and kind of see what's around. And then once you find an area where there's, a good number of fish, the best is to kind of they'll filter through, right?
Yeah, right.
So like you saw, we've had, little flurries of,
Right.
you get 2-3 fish and then they kind of gone and then they'll kind of come back.
Are they
around.
moving all the time down there?
Constantly moving.
Yeah, look at that, folks. And that is average. You got another one?
Yeah, now this is interesting. I always like to talk patterning.
Right.
So this fish looked at my spoon, and I just caught the big one on the spoon, didn't like it, and then I dropped the tungsten down,
Okay.
and he started
yeah.
coming.
Now, hold him real steady so you can see, folks, here that you went real small on your approach there. Didn't hit the spoon, went down with that, and he hit it.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. So maybe you just got to show him one thing and then rush down with the other.
Well, it's smart. You got you got two rods set up. That's a
Right.
smart thing. Instead of retying, and like you said, if they don't hit the spoon, go small.
Yep.
There we go, John.
You're so calm all the time, when you
Yeah.
get one on. Don't let them keep tension on
I
'em
got
there.
him. I got him.
Yeah?
There we go.
There's a dander. Wow. Now, we want to talk a little bit about your guide service again. Now, you like to take how many guys on a trip?
It depends on, the number of people. If you have your own machines, I can accommodate, any number of people. If you're, don't have all the equipment, I could take, 3 or 4.
Yeah, and that's a 3-day deal, folks. And you can change the species every day, kind of?
Yeah, like I said before, we'll fish, 3 different lakes in 3 different days and, 3, 4, 5 different species in those 3 days, right?
Wes grabbed the dummy rod before Pete got to it this time, folks. Look at that. That is a beautiful fish, Wes, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. Yes.
You got the record today, buddy. You got that, what was that one you caught over 15 before?
Yep.
And that's a solid 13-inch fish right there. You know that?
It's just some nice fish, nice crappies.
Now, when you were over there and you were catching those, were you marking those fish in the water column?
On the bottom and then bringing them up.
Getting, like Danny said, try to tease them up and hit.
Yep.
Now, this is interesting, folks. Wes has got one on, but I want to talk a little bit about this bite. Here he comes, and we got ours. Oh, Wes Paul. Look at that. Look at that, buddy. Now, we're fishing real close to each other, folks. That's 14.5-inch fish, buddy.
Another nice one.
Yeah, that is incredible.
These are incredible.
But let's tell the folks now, you marked that fish for a long time.
Yes, he would come up, follow it up, then he'd go back down, and then go back down, follow him up, and then finally he hit it.
How'd you get him to hit? Would you jig a little bit more?
A quick, like erratic, almost like a vibration.
Yeah.
More than anything.
There we go, John.
All right, there, Danny. Now we're to the point where I can't fish anymore. I just got to walk around and enjoy watching you guys catch them. Wes just got another beauty over there.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh,
Now
there's a
Yeah, it's 12, 11 and a half, 12.
Yeah, a little eater size.
You know, and really the best time to do this crappie fishing is your later ice, folks, and that goes for everywhere in the country. But so this coincides, the good crappie fishing with your guide period of time.
Yep, for sure. It seems like, I mean, we still get them through the main part of winter, but they're not nearly as active. Once you start to get a little thaw and get some of the snow off the ice, they definitely start moving around and getting a little bit more active.
I mean, the one Wes just caught was another super fish.
There's some big fish in these systems, there are.
Hey, isn't he hot, Pete?
Hot hole.
He has got the hole here.
Yeah, he does.
And he's crippled too. Look at him go.
Well, no, he's doing a great job with that hand the way it is. Okay, here he is.
Whoa,
there's another
nice
dandy. Isn't that something, Pete, the average size?
Yeah.
And you know what we're doing? We just talked to Dany about this as far as when you get into mid-March and even early April in northern Wisconsin, even up here. If you still got safe ice, that's the time to really target these crappies, isn't it?
Oh, it's really a blast. And of course, normally the weather is tremendous as well, so it really is a good time.
Wes, I'll tell you what, buddy. You should break that other hand. You'll probably catch twice as many fish. Hey folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2023 Fishing Contest. Miranda Smizek of Hartford caught this 15-inch perch on Lake Gogebic on a wiggler. Nate Simonton of Freeport, Illinois caught this 44-inch pike on Rainy Lake. He was using a Predator. David Rost of Fond du Lac caught this 10-inch bluegill on Green Lake. He was using a teardrop. Brian Harguth of Maynard, Minnesota iced this 31-inch walleye on Lake of the Woods on a buckshot. And this week's kids winners are Carson Martin of Oak Creek caught this 41-inch northern on Brule Lake on a sucker. And Owen Pye of Racine caught this 22-inch bass on Eagle Lake on a shiner.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm starting Wednesday, March 15th. Save 66% on Sticks Picks, the Rapala Wrap V-Blade Crankbait. On sale, 3 for $9.99.
We are fishing the lakes of Vermilion Bay, Ontario, an 11.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 12.5 hours from Chicago, and 6.5 hours from Minneapolis.
Live imaging shows you what's below in real time with edge-to-edge clarity and no gaps in coverage, all so you can turn must-watch detail into non-stop action. Only from Humminbird.
You know, folks, with my buddies using leeches and crawlers all day, I'm glad I've got the Johnson Pump washdown kit. All I can do then is spray down the boat and get all that stuff out of there. But the Johnson Pump washdown kit has another use. It's 92 degrees and humid today. Now watch. I'll take care of my buddy Tom in the back. There we go, Tommy! Hey, man! Oh, there we go, buddy! 92 and humid! Oh, Johnson Pump washdown kit!
Eagle Claw is the only hook made right here in the USA. They also make this Walleye Pro Series kit. This Pro Series Walleye Tackle Kit includes everything you need for an avid walleye angler. Hooks and jigs for either plastics or live bait, beads, swivels, and more. This kit is also very convenient for travel. To check out everything from Eagle Claw, go to eagleclaw.com.
Oh, there's your I call those a dummy rod. You just stick them in the snow and wait for them to go up.
It's a communal rod.
Yeah, let's look at that.
Oh,
There's a dandy. Look at that. That is a beautiful fish, right?
Yeah, that's a nice one. That's getting up there on that upper size class.
I'm not getting a lot of opportunity to fish because I'm walking around filming you guys, but I have not marked as many fish in that specific hole there as, the other guys. And if I start that Yamaha snowmobile, am I going to spook the fish?
These fish aren't very deep. I don't like, once you get in the spot, once you get the holes drilled, I like to try and stay as quiet as I can.
I finally got this one to bite. It took a long time, and Doesn't feel very big like the ones that we've been catching. And there he is right there. And that is below average today, folks. But no, it really is interesting to really pay attention to your locator and figure out what kind of a rhythm they want to make them bite.
Yeah,
you know?
Today they are being a little bit more finicky.
There are days out here where they'll come right off the bottom and smoke it.
Yeah.
I'm going back and forth from the tungsten to the spoon. This is back on the spoon. It's hard to tell how big because I actually got a walleye rod here.
Yeah, that's all right, buddy. Ooh, there you go.
That's a nice one. Not a monster, but a beautiful.
And this is that Acme Tungsten Castmaster. And, you know, we talk about it.
Jig.
Talk about it every week, though, how you can really feel the bite so much better with the tungsten.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and when they start coming for it, it seems like they're a lot more aggressive. When they really start to move, I was racing up on it.
We were just talking before about clouds and sun. You know, today is obviously a cloudy day. I do prefer the sun more for the basin fish.
I really do, too, especially in these steam water systems. It's generally better this time of the year. I don't know, it kind of cheers me up when I see the sun in the winter. So.
Pete just got one. Old Wes has got another one on. Okay, Wes. Let's see. Can you do it there? I mean, that's a real. Oh, there you go. You must have the hole with the giants. You know that?
It's all right.
And you're not tipping that with plastic or anything.
Nope.
Just wow. Now, was that one a little more aggressive?
Yeah, that was one a little more aggressive. Came right off the bottom on just without jigging at all.
You know, Wes, even in Canada, Johnsonvilles are king, right?
They are.
Okay, now, you can't eat that yet. Can I tell you what they are?
Yes.
Okay, these are Johnsonville Better with Cheddars, and I love cooking these on the ice because they're pre-cooked. But they are 100% cuts of premium pork. And then what they do is they infuse Wisconsin cheddar cheese in there, buddy. And it's really nice. They take about 5 minutes. All you can do is brown them on the grill. All right, guys, take a taste there. Well, what do you think, Wes?
You can taste that smoked Wisconsin cheddar.
What was that?
You can really taste that smoked Wisconsin cheddar.
Aren't they good, though, guys? Those are outstanding. Great on the ice. Look for these Johnsonville Better with Cheddars at your favorite retailer today.
Well, I saw the little cheater rod. Oh, boy.
Let's see.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at
Holy
that.
moly. Pete Mina, look at the size of that fish.
Holy cow.
My gosh.
I didn't think it was gonna be
16
that big.
incher? Look at
That's
that.
at least
That's
15,
over 2 pounds, that crappie right there. My
That
gosh.
is a beauty.
No, I'll tell you what, buddy. You and I got into some big ones on Round Lake in Hayward one year.
Yeah.
Nothing compared to that.
That is a beautiful
phenomenal.
fish right there.
Could that be the biggest crappie of your life?
Probably not. I think way back when I've caught a couple this big, but that's unbelievable.
Distorted. It's so big. I mean, that's gorgeous.
I haven't seen anything quite like that.
And that was just on that little eagle claw hook and a minnow, huh?
Yeah.
Folks, I'll tell you what, that is a once-in-a-lifetime
fish. That's a mouth. I got a pretty big thumb.
And, you know, again, on the conservation deal, folks, release these fish.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
That fish could be pushing 18, 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Realistically, because we always say a 12-incher is about 12 years old.
Yeah,
so,
right?
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. That was awesome.
Dude,
that's a huge fish.
You're excited, aren't you?
Yeah, I really am. I mean, to get one that big, I mean, we've caught some nice ones here today, but that's a true trophy. It really is like a 54-inch muscle.
Yeah, I agree.
It really is. There's another one, John, on the cheater rod here.
That's a beautiful fish.
Beautiful fish. It looks like a minnow compared to the one I just caught, but
look at that.
It is working good.
There we go, Danny. Come on over here, buddy. Wes, as usual, has got another fish on. Wes is having a good day.
Good day.
All right, let's see, Wes.
Ooh, not a bad one.
Oh, that's a nice fish there, Wes. Can you get him in there, buddy? There you go. Nicely done. Hey, you know, on these basin fish, which is kind of nice too, it's not a crack of dawn deal. You can fish these all day long, right? There's no time of day that's better?
No, typically like later mornings into the afternoons are best. Evenings, they seem to kind of die out.
I'm here at the Amsoil Mechanical Lab with my buddy Len Groom. And Len, everybody knows me for fishing, but I actually have to do other work too. I gotta mow the lawn, you know, I gotta weed whip, chainsaws, rototillers, all these different things. And I've been using Sabre for years for two-stroke. What I've always liked about it is that it's one mix. But tell me more about it. Why is it cleaner? Why is it better?
We have package sizes no matter what size gas can you want to mix, but your main thing with you is you have so little time that you want the equipment to work. You need it to run when you have to go and cut the grass, as much as we all hate doing that. We do a lot of testing on Sabre, as you can see. One of the things that we've found is key is cleanliness. So we build that into the product. We test it to be sure that the pistons, the combustion chambers aren't going to gum up, and that the product is going to run in the limited time when you need it to work.
So if you want to get back to fishing like me, check this out at amsoil.com.
Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Starting Wednesday, March 15th, save $40 on the 13 Fishing Creed X spinning reel on sale for $39.99 and 40% off the Suffix 832 braided fishing line on sale starting at $11.39. I'm here with Sean at the Clam and Blackfish Gear headquarters in Rogers, Minnesota. And it's very important to have warm gear in the in-between seasons before you have to wear your heavy ice armor. And that's why we like the Storm Skin. But what makes the Storm Skin different from the soft shell?
The standard soft shell is bonded, where a Storm Skin is actually a two-piece garment that allows it to not only be waterproof because we can seam tape it, but that allows for a more unrestricted feel when wearing it.
And it also comes in a bib, correct?
Absolutely.
Awesome, and my dad and I love the Blackfish Storm Skin for sure. For more information, go to blackfishgear.com or Fleet Farm.
There we go, John.
What a morning, buddy. I got to thank you. And we could probably stay out of here over the course of the day and catch 100 of these. You know that?
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty steady action.
Here we go.
There we go.
That's another solid 12-inch fish.
Yeah.
But I want to remind the folks, you know, your main guiding period is about March 1st to the first week of April.
Yep.
And people give you a call. You know, you may have an opening, you may not, but book for next year for sure. Right?
Yep. That's kind of the direction things are heading.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you just have so many days, right?
Exactly, that's it. Unfortunately, I wish we had better weather longer, but I mean, got to make the best of when you can, right? So.
My turn here. I got a chance to sit down and fish for a second. Dany, fighting pretty good. Now there is our average of the day, right?
He's actually below probably.
Below? No, this was magnificent today. And again, if folks come up through the 3-day deal, you know, you're going to pick what the best weather conditions is for each species and whatever lake you're going to go to. But you have any idea how many different lakes you fish in the course of a year?
Lots.
Yeah.
Lots. Probably, 15 or 20 that I have a lot of confidence in.
Okay, folks, I got 2 in a row here. And this one, oh, there's a Jim Dandy. Look at the size of this fish here, folks. That's my biggest of the day. That's a solid 13-incher right there. And what I did was downsize my plastic a little bit because I was getting a lot of fish come up that weren't hitting. And I'll tell you what, those Acme tungsten jigs are awesome in deep water. You can feel every bite. That fish is over a pound. So you set up another dummy rod, huh?
Yeah, I'm having fun with these dummy rods.
Ooh, there's another Jim Dander right there, Peter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's, incredible size, average size. Now, we've had a great day. We've been out here, I think, about 2.5, 3 hours, and that's the total time it's taken us to catch these fish, you know?
Yeah, it's tremendous.
And again, I want to talk about, all the years that we come up here, we don't fish the same lake, we don't fish the same species every day. We try to, just for the fun of it, vary it, and one day like lake trout or walleye or crappie, right?
I was just going to say, that's what makes it fun, John. And, you can catch a little bit of everything. And then, of course, The added bonus sometimes in the spring we do is the eel
pout. You betcha. Hold that out. I mean, what's that one? 12, 13 probably?
12.
Pete's got his tip-up set. He always sets tip-ups, doesn't he?
Yeah, we're trying for a bonus walleye here, but I think, I don't think this is a
here
walleye.
he is, and we got ourselves a crappie on a walleye bait. Look at that. A big old eagle-clawed treble hook, right? Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So again, these fish just kind of move around this basin all day long, and so it's not that important to move. You sit and wait them out kind of too?
You can sit and wait them out, or, I mean, if you have, a substantial dry period, then I'd be looking around.
Now that is a 12.
12 and a half, probably. Yeah.
You're not going to believe my method this time.
Oh, there he is. Which was?
I was checking that minnow rod, and I came back. I saw the mark on the screen, and I thought, oh, darn, I missed one. He was hanging on.
No kidding, without even moving the jig.
Never moved it.
Well, everybody's packing up, and I'm just going to keep fishing until everybody... Ooh, wait till you guys see the size of this Slobosaurus right here. Holy cow. That is a really big crappie right there. Look at that, folks. I mean, that just is incredible. And again, I sized down my bait, and I'm getting more bites than I was with the bigger, like, Castmasters. Look at that, folks. That's a solid 13.5-inch fish right there, maybe 14. Well, I'll tell you what, I hate to leave. I mean, I really do. This has been just such a ball. Here he comes.
Looks like another pretty nice one.
There. Yeah. Look at that. Hold him up for the folks, Pete. I mean, what an awesome fishery. What an awesome day. And again, that's kind of why we plan these trips late in the year and get up here, folks. Enjoy this Canadian fishing, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's special.
It really is special. It's a special place. And, the fishing has been tremendous. It really has.
That's a nice little average. Let them go. We could have had quite, Tex could have had quite
we could have had a fish fry.
But we're not keeping any. Dany Herbeck has a few more openings for ice fishing this year. Give Dany a call, 807-216-8866, 216-8866.
Here he comes, right up out of the weeds. Oh, baby, you hammered it! What a way to start the day. What I love about this new Mickey Acme Tungsten jig is it features two Mickey ears that are almost like a crankbait bill coming off the front of the jig. What this does is allow it to plane, act like a jigging type of minnow, and as you pop it, it bounces and gives real erratic action. You can see the difference in the action, and that's gonna seal a deal for the fish eating it right now. This is a technique and a jig that fish have not seen yet. It's unbelievable. You gotta get this jig underneath the ice this year.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333. Hey, buddy. Want to thank you for an awesome trip. Two great shows. And we probably didn't put in any more than, about 13 hours both days?
I don't including travel. Yeah.
Well, thank you, my friend. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know, we're going to fish it. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.